Hello everyone, and welcome back to Logcraft. Episode 22, is it? I'm gonna say 22, I think it's 22. Yeah, 22 sounds about right. So we are here in the shopping district, and we are being stalked, apparently, because we're here to sign up for this. This is the new headhunt game, and by the looks of it, I'm one of the only people who hasn't signed up yet, so, wait, is this? I just want to check. Okay, you know what? I'm still gonna sign up. There's my diamond block. Very cool. And we are going to actually read the rules for a second. I think it's basically we need to submit heads, and then there's 6 weeks of it. And then I think this is what heads we submit each week. I'm not entirely sure. I could ask, but, you know, it would help if he was online again. Well, I actually decently prepared for this by gathering a shulker box of every head that I have a duplicate of. And some of them are just 2. Some of them are a little more than 2. Yeah, I'm gonna try to submit all these because actually I talked to him, and apparently we don't keep the heads afterward, which is part of the thing. He kind of wants the heads for some reason. So I want to make sure I at least have 1 extra of everything I'm submitting so that I have 1 for myself. But we have quite a bit of extras. I think we should be able to do pretty good in this game. And I'm especially looking at the Blaze. I have 1 of the Blaze heads, but we could probably get more of those. But I actually don't have much time because at the time of recording this ends in 2 days. So I'll just get what I have in right now, and I think we just put them in here and they go through. Wait a second, I just kind of want to double check that I did have okay, yeah, I do have an extra chicken. Very cool. And then in go the cod heads. I'll probably get a ton of cod heads, honestly. But I think what I want to do is go for these Blaze heads, because actually I need to get my hands on some new beacons, because I need a few extra beacons for my mega base. So I think I'm going to go do that real quickly, see how many Blaze heads that I get. I'll come back, submit these, and then we're going to be going to my base, because I have some plans, some new plans for my base in this episode. As you might know, if you watched the last episode, Cave really wanted to build that one building for some reason that I had laid out, and we didn't get to do that because, well, it's kind of hard to explain. You might want to go check out the video. But in this episode, I really want to get cracking on that, build that whole thing up, and I think we can get that thing looking really nice. So yeah, let's go on some blazes, and then I'll be back at my base when we're done with that. So I went down below the nether roof and tried to find some blazes, and then after about 10 minutes I realized that that was a really bad idea, because remember at my base on day 1 I built a cave spider spawner. So I decided to go there instead. I got a ton of cave spider heads, deposited them all in the chest, and I think we are doing really good now. And actually the first wave ends today, so I think I'm gonna win, to be honest, because I deposited like 30 cave spider heads, which are worth 200 points each. But we are just back over here at the base because I gotta show you guys some stuff. Over there, you might notice a very ugly stone box. I left that portal there too from the last episode. I'm still kind of scared to destroy these things, so I think I'm just gonna leave it here. You know, it's not that much of an eyesore. We can keep it. But we've got this big box over here, and hidden behind it is my new bamboo farm, which is not lossless. There's a little bit of losses, but that's okay. It still gives us enough bamboo. And the reason I needed to make this is because this building is where I'm going to be holding my super smelter, which I need fuel for, which is why we have this bamboo farm. And of course this stone box is not going to be staying here. It's just going to be a little bit of a farm that we put inside of this. We're also going to put the super smelter probably over here, and then make a nice little interior for this once it's done. But, of course, in order to build an interior and a super smelter, we kind of need to have the building done. And if you might remember, it was probably about 5 episodes ago at this point, I gathered these resources for this build, and I've been putting it off for a while. So I think it's about time we finally get started on this. And of course, we're going to be doing it in a time lapse. So let's get started. So, we are back, and our build is not done, but I am loving how it is going so far. I spent around 2 hours working on this part, and then I realized, I've kind of been doing this for a while. Let's save the back section for the end of the episode. And the other reason I'm saying that is because I actually wanted to get something done that I put off in the last episode. We have to meet up with Il Joan in this episode, because if you might remember, in the last episode, I mentioned we were going to meet up and discuss plans for the aquatic shop, and we never actually did that, so we should probably go do that now. But real quickly before we do that, you may notice I destroyed the tree. Yeah, I kind of had to because it was getting in the way of this building, but don't worry. I have all of the resources in here, and I have plans to rebuild this. I don't know exactly where yet, but it's going to be in a very fun spot. So let's real quickly grab our map that we prepared in the last episode, the treasure map. And I'm just now realizing that this map is very outdated, because not only did we do base work over there, but also, if you caught the stream weekend, I built this entire road going up to here. Actually, I'm not entirely sure if this is all in the map. Actually, I don't think it is. So it's mostly updated, but the map is locked with the X on it, so I can't really update it anymore. So, yeah, we're just gonna leave it like that. It's not really gonna matter. And let's go meet up with Jones.
What's
up?
Hey.
Hey. I do have my spyglass. If I recall correctly, we are meeting here to discuss aquatic shop coming soon. We've been telling the other members we were going to do it. That was 4 months ago.
It was. That was in fact 4 months.
They aren't even prepared for what we're about to drop on them. Because we're gonna show them stuff that they've never seen before. This is gonna be the best shop of all time. Right?
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, so first up, we gotta figure out where we're putting it. Because
it's gotta be in my area.
Where are you thinking? Where are you thinking? Up on
the Guardian farm. The Guardian farm is right there.
What I was thinking is we could put it in this area down here. It's gonna be a pretty big shop, right? So we could put it in this area down here, and then
but the problem with that is like
going around.
The problem with that is like from here, no one can see it, which is kind of thing. So we might have to do, if we do that, we could put like a billboard out here saying that it's back there.
Yeah, that's what I was actually thinking. Like a billboard over here, similar to this nether quartz arrow.
Ew, it looks ugly. Anyway, yeah. So we could put it back in this area here, right by the Guardian farm.
Yeah. That sounds good. So, were you thinking of actually building it sometime soon?
Maybe. Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
what do you all need? Because I have a lot of prismarine now.
Yeah, I need prismer or dark prismarine preferably. I need some of that. I don't need too much of that. I'll also take some.
I have a full shulker box of it, but I'm giving it to AC3.
Oh, okay. I'll
But
probably just need a like.
I also have space. I think I have more than just a
I
full
don't need a
shulker
full
box.
shulker box. Maybe like 9 stacks. I'll
Okay.
give you any extras. Some
Well, I mean,
prismarine.
we're kind of selling it, right?
Yeah. So yeah,
So
some prismarine stuff. Do you? I mean, I need some sea lanterns, obviously.
I
Do
have a
you
ton of
have
sea
like
lanterns.
kelp blocks? I mean, I could get
I
some of
do
those.
not have kelp blocks.
I
You
could
might
get
need
some
to
of
get
those. I don't
those.
need too many.
Okay.
Um, I mean
Um.
that's pretty much it. I'll
All
need a
right.
bit of ice, blue ice, but I can get some of that too.
There's ice like right over there.
Yeah.
So what were you all thinking of selling?
I mean,
Because
I could sell tridents again. It's been a while
okay,
since I've sold
because
tridents.
I know what I'm thinking of selling. I'm gonna be selling mainly prismarine and then also ink sacs, all the different
Hmm.
types of prismarine and the sea lanterns, ink sacs. I'm also gonna move the cooked cod from right by the portal over in here.
I could
Um.
also sell nautilus shells.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be pretty high demand.
Yeah. So some people can
Um.
make conduits.
Yeah. Do you want to sell like ice
I could
too?
sell ice. I could get ice. Yeah, I could do ice.
Okay, because that's pretty. That's probably kind of high demand, I would say. Oh yeah. One more thing, I'm gonna be selling buckets of like different types of fish, buckets of puffer fish,
Uh,
tropical fish, and then buckets of axolotl too.
Axolotl. I like those
Yeah,
things.
and eventually, once I get one, I'm gonna sell blue axolotls.
Maybe we should do a stream
Yes,
one time where we're both just trying to get the blue axolotl.
maybe, perhaps. Do you know where my spot is?
No.
Okay, well I can show you. But anyway, the last thing I want to show you is this one idea that I had of one other thing we could do, and that is treasure maps.
Can I
So
see the map?
I actually made this one here as a
Oh,
sort of example for you, and
let me see.
if you just want to see, basically what we can
Oh, that's
do,
by your base.
basically what we can do is sell these maps to people, probably like a diamond block per map, and
Hmm.
they have to go on a little quest. They have to know the Logcraft map pretty well and know where that spot is. But if they can dig down, they get items that's worth over what they paid for. And it could be like items that we sell in the aquatic shop or just any other items.
Interesting. I think that's a pretty good idea. I'd be down to do some of that treasure mapping.
So
I've got my pirate spyglass. Ahoy,
should we sell
mateys!
spyglasses too? Just as a sort of like
I mean,
gimmick.
I've got amethyst. I mean, it's a manual amethyst farm, but it's still
Yeah,
an amethyst farm.
the problem is the copper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a
I mean,
drowned farm. We both have a drowned farm, actually.
yeah, but we have to wait for it to. We have to wait for our plugin to update. So
Yeah,
we can't do that quite yet, but maybe eventually,
maybe.
perhaps. So
Perhaps.
so I'm gonna no, I'm actually gonna leave this with you. You can do this quest on your own
Ooh.
and figure out like
But I know where it
just
is.
well, I mean just so that you can like figure out better what it's all about.
Okay.
And then once you do that, I'm thinking we each make like 4 of these just in advance
Mm-hmm.
so that when we open the
Okay.
shop we can start selling them right away. So when you get the okay, just let
How
me
hard
know
should
and
we
we can
make
start
them?
making these maps.
Just a quick question.
I would say as long as there's like some sort of man-made structure,
Yeah, that's what I was
it should
thinking.
be good enough. If there's just like random terrain, then that's probably not a good spot.
But do they necessarily have to know which man-made structure it is?
No, it doesn't have to be super obvious.
Okay,
And
cool.
yeah. And of course we also need to sort of figure out like how many items we're going to put inside, but I would say that's something we can figure out later, like
Yeah.
once we actually start hiding them. So, I think for now we are at a pretty good spot. Actually, would you like to real quickly see the Prismarine supply that I've acquired?
Yes,
It,
please.
it's not all in here, but I have quite a bit in here, and
Oh, ink
that's ink
sacs.
sacs.
That's a lot of ink sacs. Okay.
I have more at the farm, but Prismarine is all in here. No dark
Okay.
Prismarine, unfortunately.
This is very nice. I like this.
Uh,
And you still got some more.
someone has actually bought Prismarine. Apparently, I guess someone needed it, but
Nice.
diamonds for me, I guess.
We could sell guardian heads. So people might buy them for the head thing.
Oh, I like your style. And
We could
I
like
hate
turn
to-
in most of them and sell a few so that people
Yeah,
would think
yeah.
they're like, oh, I can get some points, and they're
Because
not gonna
I
get
have
the
like
point.
I have like 30 of them stashed away right now.
Yeah.
Because you're saying that, I am thinking that you want to potentially be a team for this game.
Yeah,
Perhaps?
I think that would be pretty cool. I mean,
I mean,
I've got a lot
what's
of
on
drown
the table
heads.
for me? Because
I could do.
I've kind of been the one who's dominating this game right now.
Well, do you know how many drown heads I have?
That is true. That is true.
Probably the
So I think
probably the most out of everyone ever. And also,
that is true.
I could just grind some heads.
Yeah.
As well.
The thing is, I think we should team because while I am winning, I really don't. I'm really scared about other people because I've seen that they have a lot of heads.
Yeah, like
And,
Enderman
I mean,
heads.
Yeah.
Kind of scary.
And I mean, it says over here that you can have teams of 2. And we both already paid. So, yeah, I think let's sign up as a team. Maybe sell some heads over on the side, do a little side business. Trick
Okay,
people into
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
They're gonna win, and then we get diamonds. It's a win-win. We get
Yeah.
diamonds no matter what, as long as we break a diamond block each.
Oh, and what if we just set up a little head shack like right next to this?
The problem is I can't really supply a ton of heads, and I want to keep some of them to submit myself because I still do
Yeah.
want to try to win.
We could just like do a bunch of low value heads.
I think we should only sell heads that are actually in this game though. Like
Yeah.
we need to gather a bunch of them, put like a bunch of them in for ourselves, and then sell just enough so that they won't have enough to win.
Mm-hmm. This was a very cool meeting, Mr. Bean.
I would have to agree. This is also a cool map.
Especially this part.
Oh, this part. Yes, of course, the future stonks area. All right, well, I will see you. Goodbye.
Oh, you're still here. Bye bye.
I am. Goodbye. Oh, I actually landed like 2 blocks away.
Yeah, yeah. I was just gonna say you didn't really make a very grand exit there. You know, it would have been a lot cooler if you just wasn't
Goodbye,
like this.
goodbye. Oh
Goodbye.
yeah, goodbye.
I'm gone.
I mean, I guess that works. So we are back, but not on Logcraft. I'm in a creative world that I made because I wanted to start designing the super smelter that I wanted to put inside the building that we're making. Because we have the bamboo farm. We're going to be attaching it up to a super smelter, making it real nice, and I decided I don't want to go small with this one. If you may remember, in Season 3, we had a super smelter, and I believe it had around 16 furnaces. This super smelter that I just made has 64 furnaces. So this is going to be a big guy. We are going to have to dig down some space in order to fit it, but I think we should probably go big with this because I want to smelt things fast. So I sort of have a system where we deposit bamboo, and what I've kind of been doing is just putting it in these chests. Basically, this goes along across all these hoppers on the side, and it picks up all the bamboo, fills up these hoppers, and once it gets to the end, it starts traveling up this very slowly, and then once it gets back up to the top, it just keeps doing the loop. So that way, we can keep the bamboo going through the loop. If everything is full, it can keep going through and basically just keep supplying stuff that's being smelted. Although I'm just now realizing that might create a lot of backlog, so what I might do is create like a switch where if I have it on, I can get the excess bamboo all into a chest. That might be a little bit of a better idea. but I still want it to go around like this, so I would want to have like a switch that does that. But I actually want to show basically how this super smelter works, because it uses this system of hopper minecarts that travel so that all of the furnaces are constantly being loaded at a fast enough speed to keep them smelting at all times. So if we go and get some, I guess, sand, I already was doing some testing, so I think, yeah, there's some glass in there. So I'll just put like 2 rows, and as you can see, it starts filling up. As soon as this gets over like a stack, it gets sent on its way. All of the furnaces are being filled up with 1 each. And as you can see there, the next one already has been sent on its way. Basically, each time this goes, this piston fires, and then the next one goes in line. This retracts and extends back out so they can keep going. And basically, the system just keeps going. It never stops. And there's actually not that much backlog. There is 5 sand, but unless you're smelting like a lot, that shouldn't be much of an issue. And once they make it to the end, we have 2 rows of dispensers that bring all of the smelted material up, and 3 separate hopper lines. So this stuff comes in pretty fast. Yeah, as you can see, this is a pretty fast method of smelting. I think this should be fast enough to, you know, get stuff smelted. And yeah, like I said, I did not want to go small. But you may notice that we kind of need a lot of hoppers for this. So I think this super smelter is going to be postponed until the next episode. For this episode, I just kind of want to get the building in, because, you know, we still have to kind of build the back side of it. So let's hop back onto the Logcraft server right now. Alright, we are back, and now that I'm looking at this on the server, yeah, this is definitely not going to be big enough. So I think we'll just take this whole thing down and just put it underground. And like the control system can be up here, basically where we put items in, get them taken back out. And we could also do a little bit more decorating, because we kind of have more space in here as well. And I do want to jump back into a time lapse soon to get this thing finished, but before I do, I want to get this taken care of. Let's remake this tree somewhere. And what better place to put it than in the base of the people who put it in my base. Man, this is actually kind of far away. Okay, it should be just over here, maybe? Yes, it's right here. So, let's see what this place is all about. I actually have not visited Finity and Turtle's base before. Actually, I think I have once, but I haven't really seen it. So, it looks like they just kind of have this main tower right now, and it looks like they kind of have a layout of future things that they're going to build. I really don't know what this all is. Kind of looks like something you would, like a light truck fly through. Wait, I got this. That one's not that easy. I think I'm going to stop now. That should be good enough. And there's 1 extra yellow concrete. Oh, wait, never mind, there's not. It goes on that edge. And, okay, wait, I got this. Whoa. Oh! I'm actually really surprised I got that. But I guess now it's time to do some more base work. I'll see you in the time lapse. And this thing is now looking very cool, I would have to say. It's come to the point where I would say it's pretty much done. And by pretty much, I mean we still don't have the back done. But I think we're actually going to end up putting other buildings over here and kind of covering it up, because like I said before, I don't really have any plans for back there right now. So I just decided not to finish it for now. But everything else is done, and I do have to say, this looks amazing. I really love this building, and I might even say this is my favorite thing I've built on Season 4 so far. The one thing is, there's a lot of detail, a lot of time was spent getting all these things detailed, all these different blocks. There's probably more than 50 different blocks that I use here, if you count like stair and slab variants. So yeah, I think with that, we're gonna pretty much end off the episode here. Although I do want to go over to the shopping district real quickly and show one more thing. And that is that the aquatic shop is finally at a point where we can start selling things. And a lot more work needs to be done around here, but I really like the shop so far. And hello, Finity. Okay, well, yeah, we still have all this stuff left over, and someone actually bought some sea lanterns already. So what I'm going to do real quickly is get some Prismarine set up in here. I know Jones has tridents and drowned farm stuff that he's going to be selling. And yeah, I think for now I'll just get some chests in and let's start selling what we want to sell. Alright, everything has now been stocked up. We've got sea lanterns, Prismarine bricks, dark Prismarine, which is not stocked yet, but oh well. And I actually moved the cooked cod over here too. We have a little bit of extra because I moved it all out of the shop. But I left a sign over at the other shop that I was selling cod at before, basically saying that the aquatic shop is now open and is selling cod. So hopefully that'll bring some attention to the shop because it's kind of hidden away in the back of the shopping district. But with that, I think that's just about going to wrap up this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, the usual. And other than that, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.